Hello boys and girls, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna be scrolling through the WWE subreddit to see what the WWE Universe thinks about last week. If you'd like more wrestling content, please subscribe to this channel. We upload every single day for your entertainment, and it would also help me reach my dream. Thank you. Now to start us off, we have a question. What's the point of Nikki Cross? She doesn't wrestle, she doesn't talk. What is the point of having her on the roster? And she might not be doing much right now, but I actually think she's an amazing addition to the Wyatt Six, and that she will, in due time, do amazing things with the Wyatt Six. Because I feel like the Wyatt Six are due for like a large push, and they seem to be slowly getting to it. And also I hope that in due time again, Bo Dallas will win the US Championship, and at that point Nikki Cross could be a good contender for the Female World's Championship as well. So right now there's not much of a point to her apart from being spooky and being there with the Wyatt Six. But at least she's on TV, at least whenever I see her, she is terrifying. And that's like what's her character. You can't ask too much more of her right now, at least. So I'm hoping, and I do know, she's gonna get better. All of this is gonna get much better. But yeah, I don't see why people have a problem with her. There's people saying absolutely nothing. She has no point. She's the token female. What's the point of the Wyatts? I don't know. I don't know what kind of problem people have with this group, with Nikki Cross, but I'm loving them so far. So hey, I'm hoping for the best for them. No female superstar will ever be on Beck's level. Honestly, I have to agree. For me, Becky Lynch is the greatest female superstar of all time in WWE. I mean, I wasn't around to watch the Mullahs or whoever, but Becky Lynch is such a good worker and has so many great characters, has been through so many great phases, and she has always been the face of the female side of the company, or at least one of the faces. No matter what, she was up there. So I'm absolutely loving her. I've always been a huge fan, and I would agree with this. But let's see what the comments think. Rhea Ripley has major potential. That is true. There's many girls currently in the roster that have a lot of potential. Stephanie Vaquer is up there, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley. All of these girls could do great things, but it's tough. It's tough. How many times have we had someone who's been hot for a couple of years just for us to forget them or start to hate them in 6 months? It's tough to stay on top. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough road for anyone who wants to climb to this level. Is this a good Mankind outfit for Halloween? It's amazing. I absolutely love it. Great job, man. Great job. Dimbag Daryl 2004. Brilliant. Next we have a post of Rhea Ripley, who, if you're not in the loop, she had a swarm of fans around her in Paris, and it was a tough time. So let's just read her tweet. Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against a Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common courtesy and humanity. No means no. WTF. And man, I feel so bad for her. I remember her saying in interviews that she has really bad anxiety when it comes to people swarming her, so this must have been really tough on her. And for some reason, some people just don't have the ability to recognize that these WWE wrestlers, these celebrities in general, are human beings as well. You cannot just swarm them. That's not how would you react if someone did that to you? And especially if it happened regularly. And especially we know how bad some Rhea Ripley fans are. I'm not saying all of them are like that. This is like 0.5, if that, % of the fan base. But some people just need to learn how to be human beings, not just some, I don't know, NPC monsters. This is just wild to me. Did you love our crowd? I don't think there's anyone who didn't love it. I don't think so. Yeah, he's a person from Lyon in Paris asking this. That crowd was possibly the greatest crowd of all time. Or at least in my era of watching. Because there were some great crowds even before that. Some great crowds that I'm not remembering too well. Like, for example, the one night stand crowd when the bout between Rob Van Dam and John Cena was going on. That was an amazing crowd as well. There's a lot of really great crowds, but this crowd was... this was something else. This was something else. So yeah, we're in love. At least I am, at least. Are people liking the Becky Lynch Vision storyline? I thought it was a decent twist to end Clash, and I really love Becky on the mic right now. She's a top heel on the roster. I mean, it's not just me saying it. I'm pretty sure even Sports Illustrated is saying it. Yeah. I think a lot of people are liking this storyline. I am especially. And no matter what you guys could hear on the internet, remember the internet is the loud minority. I really think people are loving this storyline because you can see it in the crowd. The crowd is reacting how they should. And when I'm watching it, I'm always like in love with it. Again, at least that's my opinion. And only once I go to Twitter or whatever do I see people hating, and I'm like, oh, maybe that was bad. Oh, maybe we do have too much of the Vision or Becky Lynch on screen or whatever. Like, yeah, sure, some people might feel that way, but like for me at least, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so far, and don't let the online opinion affect you, even my opinion. Like, if you don't like this, that's completely fine. You don't have to like it just because I like it. That's not how things work, and that's how things should not work. So yeah, I'm loving it so far. Let me know what you think of this storyline down in the comments below, please, because I'm genuinely interested. And just like, whoever you are, you don't have to be like a huge wrestling fan. Whoever you are, please let me know. Because again, I am genuinely interested, because the Twitter stuff I see are people like, I'm so fed up with this. That just doesn't make much sense to me, and I know there are a lot of people who hate just due to hating, which is kind of sad. But we should probably spread more love and more positivity when it comes to this, because we are living in a great era right now. There are some great booking decisions, some great storylines. Anyone who's lived through the late 2010s knows what a bad era looks like. So I'm really appreciative of what we are watching right now. This is so good. The past few years have been so good. And even though some people might have some stuff to say about certain stuff, I still think we're doing really, really well. So yeah, CM Punk brings out Bayley on Friday and we're gonna have this all over again. Ah, man. The infamous Rey Mysterio Royal Rumble entrance. Man, the crowd hated this. The crowd hated it so much. But hey, I'm glad we didn't get that. We did get AJ Lee, and every WWE fan is loving life right now. Loving it. After NXT with Hank and Tank, should the WWE keep Joe Hendry as a supernatural entity like The Undertaker or Kane? Have him appear whenever someone who believes in him calls his name. Like he's not associated with anyone in particular, but just helps out. But just helps put the first person to call. But just helps put the first person to call. I have no idea what that means. Obviously, it will work only if the caller actually believes in Joe Hendry. Could be a fun part of his gimmick. I mean, it could. I don't think WWE should do that. Honestly, that's like, it's a fun gimmick. It's just a fun gimmick. And nothing more. If we try turning Hendry into a supernatural entity, that just, I don't think will work. I think that would be really bad. So, again, I don't agree with this. I'm not at all. What did he come and say? Like a good neighbor, Joe Hendry's there. It's not spooky or dark, but that's literally a part of his gimmick, and I'm sure has been in some form. Say his name and he does appear. Yeah, again, it's just a fun gimmick. Don't make it anything supernatural. It's just a fun gimmick. And like, I just imagine like, it's kind of supernatural, but again, it's just a gimmick, just a little fun gimmick. Like someone traps him somewhere, and yet someone calls out his name during a match and he appears anyway. It's just like, no matter what, say my name, I appear. That would be really funny. Joe Hendry just became one half of the Discovery Wrestling Tag Team Champions. He's not going to WWE anytime soon. Yeah, but like, what do you mean by anytime soon? He doesn't have to appear in WWE like in 2 months, but I'm pretty sure in 2 to 3 years, he's gonna be in the WWE. Man. This is... And I miss Bray Wyatt so much. I miss him so much. Like, not even joking. Once a day, I think of Bray Wyatt. Again, some of you might not know this if you haven't seen some of my other videos, but Bray Wyatt is my favorite guy. He is my favorite of all time. And when he passed away, that really left a mark. Like, some of you guys who are not big fans of this might not understand how it feels, but when you've seen someone evolve, and when you've seen someone's character, when you've watched countless interviews, when you've seen documentaries and everything, you have no clue how much a person who you're watching twice a week could have an impact. Like, what kind of impact that could have. And for that, like, Bray Wyatt was a huge impact on me, alongside some other guys, but no one more than Bray Wyatt. And when the Paris crowd was singing Shatter, that broke my heart. I actually cried a little bit. I cried a little bit because I just miss him so much. And that's why I'm really loving the Wyatt 6. It might be just personal bias, but Wyatt 6 are carrying on the legacy of Bray Wyatt, which is beautiful. It's just beautiful. Why has Triple H's booking gone downhill so quickly? Things like storylines are all over the place now. There's no new stars being created. The booking of Cena's retirement run has been abysmal. I don't think I agree with any of these. Storylines are all over the place right now. Some, yeah, but there's always been some storylines who are all over the place. There's no new stars being created. What are you talking about? He's creating stars left, right, and center, at least in my opinion. You have, like, if you want really new stars, you have the likes of Roxanne Perez. You have the likes of Stephanie Vaquer. If you want some, like, a year-old stars being created, you have the likes of Braun Breaker. There's a lot of guys who are coming through that are being great. Even Ilya Dragunov, once he comes back, that's gonna be amazing. And I don't think there's no new stars being created. I think people have it in their mind that the new star is created in like 2 weeks, but that's not something that happens. The star is created over the course of a year or two. So I don't agree with this either. The booking of Cena's retirement run has been abysmal. Not necessarily. I mean, it had its ups and downs, but the original heel turn was amazing. Then we had the bad WrestleMania match that was horrible. But afterwards, things have been getting gradually better, like especially since the CM Punk feud. That was amazing. Then the Logan Paul match was amazing. Yesterday, the Sami Zayn match was really good in my opinion as well. And we also have the Brock Lesnar match coming right up. I don't think people's perspectives on WWE booking are correct right now. And I see some people mentioning WrestleMania 40 down below. Ever since WrestleMania 40, people seem to think that like WWE booking is easy, that it's something that just you should write pretty easily, pretty consistently. WrestleMania 40 was lightning in a bottle. Do you know how rare it is to catch a lightning in a bottle like that? Because the hype for WrestleMania 40 was like nothing else. And that's because it was a genuine storyline. It was something that was building up over the course of decades. Never mind the first couple of years. And you never know what's coming next. Like, maybe WrestleMania 42 is amazing. Because remember WrestleMania 39 when people were crying that Cody lost and everything? That just made WrestleMania 40 more special. And that's, I think, what they're doing right now. They're building up to something greater. And that's what I'm hoping for. So, I don't think it's been atrocious. Has it gone downhill a little bit? Yeah, of course, because again, you cannot match the hype of last year. But it's still been pretty good. It's still been pretty good, so I have actually sometimes no clue what people are talking about. So Logan gets a Titantron video out of everybody. Yeah, that is actually quite funny. That is pretty funny. But I mean, at least someone's getting it. I miss them. I miss Titantrons and video packages and everything, so yeah. The unwarranted hate for Sami Zayn. Ooh, I want to read this. I want to read this. First things first. Okay, I find Solo hilarious and would like him to hold the title much longer. I also think Sami's character has gone a bit stale, and personally I would like to see him turn heel once more, as his heel work is great. Also, the whole "never mind, I don't want the world title anymore" is stupid. That being said, the sudden turn the fans have on him is ridiculous. What is even more ridiculous is the take that he can't be the underdog if he wins everything. Have you been watching this year? I mean, I can't really blame you if you haven't. Okay. I 100% agree with basically everything that's said on here. Basically everything. I just, like, he said it, like, read this post, read the rest of it. Okay, pause the video now, read this. He said everything correctly in my opinion. I have nothing to add to this. Like, yeah, he's been getting a bit stale, but that's just because of his opponents. If you put him against a stronger opponent, he would be amazing. If you put him against someone who's like an actual threat, who feels like an actual threat. So yeah, I just don't understand the sudden, like, fully turn by people on Sami Zayn, because he's still really lovable. And again, this is what I was saying before, the 1% of the online crowd is somehow more noisy than 99% of the rest, which sometimes can really bother me, honestly. So yeah, that, because the crowds are still loving him. They love him so much. So yeah, I'm gonna wait and see on the Sami character with the US Championship. Hopefully he continues doing the Open Challenge. And I'm not gonna judge yet. But has he been going a little bit stale? Yeah, for sure, but that can be fixed really easily. So yeah, I'm loving it. Where is Ludwig Kaiser? Since like WrestleMania, he has been basically nowhere to be seen. I think he made a couple appearances and did a couple here and there, and did a couple interviews during American adverts, and he was seen lurking around when Penta attacked Gable. Is this one of those only wrong answers posts? Because yeah, it kind of feels that way. Some people might even say he has become the El Grande Americano. I'm not so sure about that. Because we all know El Grande Americano is actually Apollo Crews. Hey, I guess we have to wait and see. I don't know what's going on with Ludwig. I hope he comes back soon. Okay, and to end this off, how would you rate this punch by Batista on a scale of 1 to 10? And why? Okay, let's rewatch this. Actually, let's put it in. That looked good. Full screen. Oh, that looked good. That looked so good. I have to rate that a 10 out of 10. That looked like a legit punch. that looked like it would knock somebody out. How would you rate it? That's been all for me today. Thank you.